Wish I had a car. Top roll down, music up loud, follow that girl all over town and see. And all my junior eyes gonna
back at the Outback
me.
Motor Speedway, and this is kind of a special event for us. This is a memorial race that we named after my father, and actually this winner here today, his father. It's called the Raymond and Frank Memorial Race, and then after we decided to do it, I thought, well, why don't make it to make everybody's memorial race? So we dedicated it to all the racers who've lost loved ones. And I know you've really been wanting this race. You know, I know this is going to be emotional for you. It's kind of an emotional night, but you've been running fairly good. You kind of got shut out there last week. You got on the outside lanes, and you just couldn't hold it. They come on there. You almost got in that scenario tonight, but you got yourself enough laps out there that they was catching you. But that was one heck of a race. You all really put on a show.
Yeah, it was a heck of a race. I tell you, you can't lay down for even a lap at this place. I saw JT coming. He had won the last time we run. And, of course, Brent was coming on at the end. Trevor's always fast, and you can't count out Jimmy or Randy Ritter, Scott, any of them. And we had a good car tonight. We got in a pretty good rhythm there. Dodged a couple accidents. A couple of them wrecked up in front of me, and I was able to see it out of the corner of my eye, and I lifted. Instead of getting in the wreck, it pays to stop, you know. And we've been running good. We're second in points. We just haven't been good enough to win. But, you know, there isn't nothing like this winning. And especially tonight for me, it was a neat race to win. I've never won this race before. I think this is the third year you had it. And I ran second the last 2 years. But just didn't have enough to win. So it was, you know, it was a good night for me to win. We picked a good night.
Oh, absolutely. I knew that out of all these races, you know, your dad was a good dad. We're standing here both. It was our dads, Frank, you know, Raymond and Frank. And, you know, both of us are bad. I mean, I tell you, I miss my old man all the time, you know. But
every day.
Yeah, but, you know, it's, you know, I don't know if you realize, but like you said, I mean, they was catching you. You was hanging out there, and then you was almost remind me of Don O'Neill with his winning move here to win the Lucas Champion this year. You got in that wreck on the last lap, and here you had a wreck with 2 laps to go, but just luckily it got you past where it didn't hurt you so bad.
Yeah, I got collected in one there with 2 to go, and I thought, man, that's lousy luck there. I think we'd have still been okay. You know, JT and I talked after the race. I'd have still probably been all right, but it would have been a whole bunch closer. And we ran pretty decent there on lane 6, and he told me he really couldn't make the kind of speed he was looking for in lane 5. He was right underneath of me. I knew he'd run me clean, but I tried to stay out ahead of him, which I was lucky enough to do that the whole segment. And I figured it'd be pretty tough for him to pass me twice as long as I didn't make any mistakes and keep the car in. And luckily I didn't. The only time I came out was, you know, got collected in that little jingle there, but it didn't really hurt us. So sometimes the racing gods smile on you, and I guess tonight.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. And I want to get my main man in here, Denny Lefevre. He, you know, I couldn't even run this show without him, and he's nice enough on this race every year. He furnishes die cast. Here he's got a real nice Eddie Carrier die cast for you here, and I'm going to let him present it to you.
All right, great. Alan?
From D&D Slot Car Racing. I know you wanted to win this, the inaugural event, and you came up short. Yep. But you get her the third time around. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. It's neat to win this one. I know Brent won it last year. I was happy for him. If I couldn't win it myself, I was glad that he could win it. And, you know, I think he was rooting for me a little bit tonight, too, if he couldn't win. And thank you for the diecast. Eddie Carrier's a good guy. I raced against him down in Volusia in Florida one year. Him and I ran side by side for like 25 laps in the feature, never touched. And he come down to my car after the race and wanted to meet me. He said, you know, he thanked me for running him clean. I said, that goes 2 ways, you know. But he's a real good guy. I kind of like to see him do well with the Lucas Series when he runs good. So, you know, it's kind of nice to have a car his.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, Denny.
I even had him autograph it for you.
I see that. That's great.
Seen her in the park with the puppy on a string, looking so cute, baby, sooner or later we meet. And all my junior eyes gonna talk to me. Everybody says, fool, nothing you can do, never gonna see her.
All right, well, here we are back at the Outback Motor Speedway. Second place finisher JT Spence was our previous winner. You backed it up with a strong second place.
Yeah, I mean, the lane rotation I had, 7, 8, 6, you know, first 3 lanes I got behind there pretty hard. I didn't even I tried to pull the same stunt, didn't look, you know what I mean, just try to make good laps. Once again, I got down like 4, 2, and 1 there, and I felt like I was trucking pretty good. Lane 3, I wasn't too bad, and I looked at the last segment there. I was 2 laps behind Alan. I was on 5, he was on 6. I mean, I wasn't going to crash in the win, but I felt like I at least running him down. But my car got real sluggish there at the last segment. I didn't have no speed at all. Everybody kept wrecking, and I couldn't take off. Got a bunch of rubber built up on the tire, and it feels like glue on the outside edge of the left rear tire. Like maybe it was starting to burn off pretty bad or something. I don't know. Just got sluggish, but I mean, Alan was definitely due. You know what I mean? For me not qualifying a couple weeks ago to winning and running second, I'll take that any day of the week. I mean, the car drove good, drove a lot better than it did last time I won. I could race real hard with it. Just take it and go next week and try to get better by 1 spot.
Like I said, it was a strong second too, because I tell you, you all had Brent down on the bottom of you, and he was catching both of you as you was catching Alan, but y'all ended up 1 lap apiece. I mean, you all was right there, and actually wasn't even a lap.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Brent probably couldn't have beat me there. He got caught up in a couple wrecks there last segment. Probably like the last 10 laps, he got in 2 wrecks. He might have been able to get by me. That's kind of who I was watching the whole race, because he had a good rotation. You know, started on lane 3 and then lane 1. And I kind of felt like I stayed ahead of him. I know I passed him a couple times. I felt like I was ahead of him, but I don't know where Trevor was or where Alan was. I knew Trevor wrecked a lot. I knew Alan stayed in. I didn't hear him haul the wreck at all. I wrecked 1 time. It probably cost me 2 inches. So, I mean, the car stayed in the lane. Just got beat. You know, it's just, that's racing. You know, you get beat every week. If you don't get beat by somebody else, you beat yourself. So I'm glad to see Alan get a win, especially on a night, you know, for his dad and stuff. It's a good deal. So we'll try to sharpen the pencil a little bit. I screwed my other car up pretty bad, welding on it and everything else this week, but we'll see if we can screw this one up a little bit.
That's one thing I was going to tell you, though. You got to be a little bit happier since you kind of wrenching on your own cars and learning and tweaking them yourself, so you're really getting into it.
Yeah, I saw cars through the day, and they come in. They told me that I wasn't working on slot cars for a living. I had my box out on my desk and slot car shit strung everywhere. Jimmy kind of disowned me a little bit, so I got to take care of my own stuff. But no, Junior helps me out a lot. Me and Rocket talk a lot. You know, it's just trying stuff. That car is the same tires I run last week, same engine. I mean, same everything. Same car I run last week. A little bit lighter on weight. Maybe that was the problem. I don't know. I was happy with it. I mean, if I can run, if I can come here and get the A-main, I'm happy. I mean, I'm not hard to please. I'm not here to win every week. I'm here to race. But it's fun. I mean, it's a.
That's what I want to see. We're seeing different winners. We're seeing good parity again. That's what we want it all about.
Yeah, I mean, tonight, I think there was probably 3 or 4 of them there. Probably, you know, 1 wreck might have changed the whole scenario. You know, somebody skips across lane counter one time. You know, Alan skips across. I might have to dump him for the win. You know what I mean? But it's fun. It's good racing. I don't think anybody got mad at anybody tonight. Oh, Jimmy Hewitt over there. I don't hear him cussing anybody tonight. So it was a fun night.
All to learn today.
All right, man. Congratulations.
Thanks.
With the hottest news and the latest styles, get her on the dance floor, and after a while you see all my junior riders gonna dance with me. Everybody says, fool, fool, nothing you can do, never gonna see her with the likes of
All right, here we are, 3rd place. Brent Hoddle. No, you got to be pretty happy. This is probably as close as you come to winning one this year.
Oh yeah, this tonight is like a win for me. All year I have struggled with forward bite, and I don't know how many hours working on my car, rebuilding it this week, and I finally got a tire hop tonight. I was actually too tight there as the race went on, so I was kind of smiling then. Usually I don't want a tire hop, but the way my car's been handling the last 4 or 5 races, it was a long welcome. So I know what I did. I made a second-guessed myself. You changed up this week and had that double practice, and I practiced my car one way in the first section, changed it, and thought that was the better way. And knowing now how the car ran, I should have left it the way it was. But shoot, you know, I'll take 3rd, real close to 2nd, wasn't far off from the lead. I'm happy for Alan. If I couldn't win this race, I want to see Alan win this race. Nothing against the rest of the racers, but being that's, you know, for his dad and my grandfather, I think it holds a little more sentimental to me and him to try to catch this race. Congratulations to him, and congratulations JT. That's another good run. Come off that win, come back to 2nd. So far a good night for me. I'll take it.
All right, well, congratulations. And before I get off here, I want to make sure we thank Dave Daggett from Rhino Linings and
the Valley Accessory Center.
Thank you, Dave. Really appreciate it.
Gonna write a song Junior Riley's gonna fall